journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
My name is Miss Hufana, and you're in Global Warming 101.
Yay!
We are just gonna get straight into it. This is a car. A car does what? It drives, and what does it have? Exhaust stuff. And you see this happy face? This person has a happy face, but once the exhaust starts going to the person's face, it'll start getting a sad face.
God, do you even believe in any of this bullshit?
Of course I do.
Why?
Because my parents taught me when we were growing up that global warming is the worst thing in the world and it's killing the world and grass won't grow and there's just smog and I just...
How can you believe in any of that? Like, ever since I was raised, my parents told me that the government just does all this so they can get more of our tax dollars. It's all a lie. It's all bull.
Your parents are a lie.
My parents are a lie? Really?
Yeah.
Well, sounds like you just got a case of
selective exposure theory.
You know what? You just seem very negative. I don't like all of this. I don't like your aura. Your aura.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. It's just that I've been trying to beat this last level in Call of Duty for the past 2 months, and I keep dying in this last level, and every time I die in the video game, I feel like I'm just dying a little bit inside, you know?
I'm sorry. I just don't care. I don't.
Well, sir, it sounds like you have a case of excitation transfer theory.
You know what? I don't even know what you just said, to be honest. I don't even know what the sad faces and I don't even know what you just said, okay? All I know is that I need to beat this up. Damn it! I just died again. Seriously? That's because of you. And because of you. And all you... No, I've had enough. My parents warned me about you damn hippies and you damn liberals, okay, before I went to school. I am sick of this. All I need is my Call of Duty. That's all that's important anyways, right? I've had it. I was gonna drop your class anyways. You know what? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. See you later, guys. See you later. Have fun with your little global warming theories, okay? Let's have a good one. The hell?
You can't open the door because you just entered the Twilight Zone.
Wait, you just said I entered the what?
Well, according to my notes, you entered the Twilight Zone.
No. The Twilight Zone? That means I'll never be able to finish my video. No!
I'm pretty sure you guys realize there are two theories that we used in the video. The first one was the selective exposure theory, which states that according to your backgrounds, you can argue with another person and you can come across each other to different ideas. The second theory that we talked about was the excitation transfer theory, which was when the guy left the classroom because he didn't like the topic and he went to play Call of Duty because he said that's all it was about. The Journal of Experimental Social Psychology explains the excitation transfer theory by Dolph Zillman, which was made in the 1970s. Not to mention that in the book Selective Exposure by Communication states that selective exposure was done by Zillman as well and Jennings in the 1985. In the video, the selective exposure theory was argued about when global warming was stated by the teacher, and the guy didn't like it because his background was completely different, but the girl was so into it and she didn't have anything against it. It's important because we realize that how two different people with different backgrounds can argue about something and disagree about it, leading to like their transfer of their excitation to be in different ways. So the guy just like walked up and went out of class and went to play his old video games because that's his emotions, that's what he was raised to do, and he thinks that it's the right thing to do or the right thing to follow his emotions. How do they approach differently? They do approach differently because selective exposure makes a person to argue, but at the same time the excitation theory makes him to do something else that he was used to doing according to his emotions. The strength and the weakness of the theory was really interesting for us because it pulls out your opinions and where your excitation flows. So my excitation doesn't flow toward video games, but his excitation does. So he left to play video games, but I could have left and done something else because I wasn't born and raised to do such a thing. According to the weaknesses, it has a lot of weaknesses because we realize that how different backgrounds can cause a person to argue with another person, and you should not follow your emotions nor your background in arguments, especially when it's in a classroom like the video showed. They do complement to each other in a certain way, where at the beginning he refused the idea of global warming and then his excitation took him to somewhere else, which shows how he can really disagree and then do whatever he wants. So that's how the two theories relate together. One made him disargue and the other one took him to doing something that he really likes according to our emotions. I hope you enjoyed our video and I hope you enjoyed our argument. Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you, Professor, for this semester. We learned a lot. Thank you very much.